Tower Fantasy 2, First Explosion of Neverness to Everness. 17-minute PV consolidation machine. Truly fulfilling players' expectations. But what kind of game is it really? Xiaofeng has compiled some official and media introductions. Now let me explain it in detail. Neverness to Everness is a full platform game developed by Fantasy 5 for mobile PC and mainframe. Because of the lessons learned from Tower Fantasy, many people are worried about their mobile devices. But multiplayer games are inherently the most difficult to optimize. It's better to say that even Tower Fantasy can be optimized to provide a good mobile experience. So the heterocycle in single machine mode will be even more worth looking forward to. Neverness to Everness is a kind of novel with a background of urban strange talk. Open world games. Let's talk about urban oddities first. The player's story begins in the city of Hyotro. As the first unlicensed anomaly hunter, it will be entrusted to take the folk anomaly, a member of the Ivan Antique Shop, which maintains turnover. Explore the mysteries of the size of each city with various partners. Having experienced various adventures, interpret urban stories one by one. This paragraph is an introduction to Neverness to Everness. Now let's break it down. First, the first unlicensed anomaly hunter. Neverness to Everness is a standalone game. Not like Tower of Fantasy, hunters are all players. Then our partner is probably another anomaly hunter. The difference is that they have legitimate documents. And we suddenly intervened. This reminds me of the setting of the Grim Reaper. The protagonist Ichigo Kurosaki becoming the Grim Reaper was also an accident. The name of the anomaly hunter can be understood as Special People Hunting Anomaly. In the world of Neverness to Everness, anomaly is indispensable. The melancholic handsome man from the first explosion of the visionary painting to the endless anomaly in PV. They are not just monsters pursued by players. At the same time, it also endows the characters with various special abilities. They are also known as Dismembered. Dismembered is also a member of the city. The premise is to obtain a resident permit from the Bureau of Anomaly Control. Neverness to Everness is a supernatural world. The anomaly in it coexists with human society. For example, rain is the reason for the anomaly activity of Rain Man. To better manage anomaly events, maintain the smooth operation of human society, a special organization, the Bureau of Anomaly Control. The members who work among them are all superhumans. This is probably the most important source of card pool characters. Although they will deal with the anomaly, but also entrust the anomaly hunter to help catch the anomaly. You be right. The first explosion of anomaly, PV, is a capture operation. If everyone is interested, Xiaofeng will also provide a detailed interpretation after the event. What the Bureau of Anomaly Control should do is to accept and eliminate anomaly. Control, containment, and protection. Do you feel that these words are somewhat familiar? This is the origin of the real-world view of Neverness to Everness. The anime of SCP Foundation. The SCP Foundation is not a social organization, but after the Cthulhu myth system, the emergence of new bizarre concepts. It is a website for special anomaly and creatures created by global enthusiasts. Although the content inside is created, but due to long-term accumulation, a complete system has been formed. Among them, SCP is the containment material. They are various abnormal phenomena that occur in human society. The most unique aspect of SCP Foundation. Every containment item will have its own unique identifier. Neverness to Everness has been implied since the official website first exploded. I'm sure many people have seen these official website posters. But I don't know if you've noticed. There is a number hidden in every poster. Crazy Cat is 167. Leon Real Estate is 147. The car modification shop is 387. The recruitment for broadcasters is 199. More than this, a sea otter with a television head. Skateboards with graffiti on the streets at midnight. These special entities are in line with the characteristics of SCP containment. Different from the Tower of Fantasy, Neverness to Everness will not adopt the grand world theme, but instead chose the approach of unit light comedy. Create a theatrical experience, dedicated to presenting vivid and delicate plot performances, and shaping character images with distinct personalities. Let players live a unique life of crossing different worlds. In order to increase players' immersion, Neverness to Everness even created a living city. The production team not only personally studied urban planning for this purpose, they also arranged their own destinations for NPCs. These efforts have revitalized the entire city. More than this, players' interactions will also receive NPC responses. If Tower of Fantasy emphasizes exploration without constraints, so Neverness to Everness is about immersing oneself to the fullest. After talking about the strange city of Neverness to Everness, it's time to mention the open world. If it were an open world a few years ago, everyone will still be interested. Now people only hear the word open. They already feel exploration fatigue. Endless decryption. Ubiquitous garbage bins. Endless data balls. Endless dog food that cannot be picked up. The open world has become a trap. Neverness to Everness also noticed this. So it's different from the usual open world. The focus of Neverness to Everness is not on exploration, but instead, it is preparing to create a simulated business system. All shops in the city are open for business. Players can acquire assets by buying a house. They can also buy a car and enjoy a different life. Just as many people expected, the development direction of Neverness to Everness will be anime GTA. During leisure time, the players can go shopping at cat cafes and food streets. When entrusted, one can also transform into a hunter, dealing with the danger of anomaly. But the most interesting thing is the player's faction setting. What we joined was just for survival. an antique shop that has to work hard to commission. Not any official organization. This gives players greater freedom. When the sky falls, there's a tall one pressing against it. It's not impossible to lie flat. But is it really that simple? The word Ivan comes from the Book of Ivan. It is an important magic book in the Cthulhu system. Ivan is also a great magician. But in the final moments, he was reported as a heretic by his own enemy. In the end, he could only escape to Jupiter, and the situation afterwards is unknown. Neverness to Everness is named after this. Is there also a hidden reversal? At present, the known members of the antique shop are Nanalai and Sakiri. Nanalai is the first pillar of Ivan, the most prestigious family leader in Xiaojian, the star of limitless superpowers with a promising future. She has also participated in various large anomaly reception and elimination activities. Judging solely from these introductions, we'll know her strength now. It's hard to say whether it's true or false. The second person is Sakiri. Don't underestimate her height, because her weapon is an anomaly hammer called Ghost Wolf Pill. Being hit is not a joke. At the same time, she is also the creator of the refrigerator sticky note regulations for antique shops. Anyway, if you don't feel sharp, that's right. Besides them, there is also a very skilled butler, and the mysterious store manager. That's all we currently know. As for Neverness to Everness Kanban Mint, she's not from an antique shop. She's the preparatory backbone of the Bureau of Anomaly Control to take in the second group. Although the information about the heterocycle is limited. But Xiaofeng has roughly figured out what kind of game this will be. Next, let's look at the construction of the worldview, laying the groundwork for the urban atmosphere. The interpretation of the first PV explosion and the actual machine will also be updated gradually in the future. Interested friends can pay attention to it. Alright, that's all for this issue. Follow Xiaofeng to experience a different kind of Neverness to Everness Tower.